The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Allen looking to throw it right at the outset.
Complete. It's Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
To throw again on second down. Allen, and the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Marquise Bell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen.
Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To throw, it's Allen. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Texans.
Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's a quick throw out wide to Dorsett. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. The left side, it's Dorsett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And some space here. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing, Jones. Dancing to his left. And this one is incomplete. The Giants at 5-3 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
They find some open field here. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
They'll run with Montgomery. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Montgomery is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Zerline good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. First and 10, it's Patterson. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. To the air, Allen. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. The Giants and the Texans last year, if you go by the numbers, the two poorest offenses in the NFL. The Giants 31st in total yardage, and the Texans dead last. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Back to the ground now, Patterson. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the first half. All knotted up at 7. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Into the hands of Patrick left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run with Patterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Allen. Touchdown! Juwan Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have moved out in front.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now Jones. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores. Here's Jones throwing to start the drive, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
This one swung out to Montgomery.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And the slot man goes in motion left. Jones throwing on third and long. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.